Early United States. The Roanoke and the Lost Colony are a good example of how America was based on materialistic establishment, because the Roanoke colony was established to obtain wealth of the New World, and the second reason is to serve as a base to raid on Spanish ships. The second example is Jamestown Colony, which is also known as the Virginia Company. This colony survived because of tobacco. It provided a source of income and it provided trades, which made this colony a lot of money, and it provided a source of profits for the colony. Another, another example would be the South and North Carolina. For the South, they built a plantation sort of economy which had land owned by a white person, which he had slaves work for him all day, and they were poorly fed and they didn't know how to read or write. They didn't live in very good conditions, but the plantations made a lot of money for the owners, and they wanted to keep expanding this economy through the whole South. But for the North, it was all about having jobs, making factories, and making everyone rich, not just a group of specific people. Everyone was getting paid and working hard. Now, let's skip a little forward in time when America had the Revolutionary War. This war happened because of taxes the British laid on Americans. They had to pay because France and British went to war together, and American colonies had to pay the price for it. It started as a revolution, a small one, in which British thought they could destroy them easily, but soon they realized they can't do that. When the war started, it was about how long George Washington can make the British lose their army and exhaust them for money and supplies. But it didn't go as planned. Americans colony have lost cities and their capital destroyed with a lot more cities like New York. They lost New York. They lost land, but on the good side, America have gained land all over the place. They made friends with the mountain men, which soon they become a state in the New Union. And after the Revolutionary War, America made a deal with Napoleon about buying New Orleans for $10 million, but Napoleon offered a lot more land, which is called the Louisiana Purchase, which made America gain a lot more land, and they went to exploring in that area. It was a very big deal because they expanded the plantation area, and for New Orleans, because it was a center of trade for them. Another example was the American-Mexican War, which started when a group of white people have moved down to Texas to start their plantation work, and they made a lot of money, which they eventually took over the land of Texas and they established themselves as a state. But America and Mexico didn't like that because it would bring war to them. So after a while, America decided to move their army to Mexico, take more land, and the president of Mexico had to sign papers that said they can have Texas and more land, or they would take over Mexico. So I strongly agree that America was based on materialistic establishment because of all the events that happened through history.